Hey everybody, before I start this fun-filled special episode of the BlueCast, I just want to say thanks to everybody who's helped me during my time in YouTube Poop. From the nuts who used to gather around my channel comments, to everyone who has watched my videos, whether it be in 2010 or 2013. To everyone who has joined TLD and my Skype chat at any point in time, and just made my time in YouTube Poop enjoyable. To the people who worked their butts off on pilot episodes of their show to put on this channel. To you, the viewers of the BlueCast, who have been the greatest audience I could have ever hoped to have had. I want to thank you all, because not a single bit of this would have been possible without your support, your love, your criticism, and even your sarcastic comments you leave to make fun of me. I'm serious. You guys are the best and you should know it. If there's any part of this show that is actually good, it's because you helped make it that way. Now that I'm done with that, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube poopers of all ages, welcome to the Lizard Circus!
What's that? It looks just like the shrine of that Master Emerald. Shadow, what are you doing? Leave this one to me.
Well. I bet you guys never thought that I could say Lizard Circus without it being a meaningless, unfunny inside joke. But I proved you naysayers wrong. This is the BlueCast, and I'm Dictator Joe. So now those in the dark are wondering many deep philosophical questions, such as, why is Joe no upload episodes to his own channel? What are other videos on the channel? Where are YouTube Poop shows of yesteryear? To all you who haven't seen the last episode of the BlueCast, I started this group project channel as a means for YouTube poopers of all kinds to start their very own YouTube Poop related shows. One Super Chop started his new show Needs More Subs, in which he showcases a YouTube pooper who, spoiler alert, needs more subscribers. He talks about some amazing YouTube poopers and the videos of theirs that you should watch. I highly recommend giving it a watch. The Adventure Time fan also has a show called Effects with the Adventure Time fan, in which, more spoilers ahead, he teaches you how to do neat effects in certain editors. This episode is about Sony Vegas, and effects that you might be wondering how to do. I really think you should check it out. I'd also like to thank Adventure Time fan for the banner he made. He's done a lot of work to make this entire project possible. Alfonso Pancake has his own little tutorial video for a program called Corrupster. It's an interesting editor that can do all sorts of really neat things. If you think you'd be into that, it's definitely something you should take some time to watch. Angry SpongeBob Guy talks about a bizarre YouTube pooper who does things differently, to say the least. It's really hard to give a summary of something like this without confusing the hell out of you, so you'll just have to watch it for yourself. If you have an idea for a YouTube Poop show you'd like to bring to life, contact me on my main channel and I can help you get started and upload it to the Lizard Circus. Right now, there's a few shows that couldn't make the deadline for today, but will be on the channel soon, so keep your eyes peeled for them. Now, I apologize for this, but this BlueCast was heavily rushed, and I haven't been active at all in the community, so I have no idea what's going on news-wise. Poop standoff is still going on, and that's all I know, so no news today. But Joe, what about the collabs? Fine, there's a Pickle Boy collab, a King Herod collab, and a Nostalgia Critic collab going on right now, so pick your poison. Now let's get cracking on this project. This will be a multiple-part project, in which the ultimate goal of the project will be to discover how a YouTube pooper's style and starting year affects the way he thinks about YouTube Poop, and how the person's physical and psychological nature affects their styles of YouTube Poop. So yeah, we're taking YouTube Poop seriously, and if you don't like it, you can piss off, because this is science! So fun fact, upon writing the first draft of this script like forever ago, I included a 2-page long segment explaining the intricacies of the many different schools of psychology. For reasons that shouldn't be hard to figure out, this has been cut from this episode. However, I would still like to give you a brief understanding of how modern psychology works, so you can get an idea of what I'm doing. Modern professional psychology focuses on 3 things that make up the mind: attitudes and cognitive processes, environment and behavior, and our genetics. In short, it's how we think about things, how we act in situations, and how we're genetically disposed. Now, it's way too hard for me to successfully collect data on the home and school environment of YouTube poopers, so there's no way to study that. However, we can take a look at some of the basic genetics of people, and we can take a bigger look at their attitudes and use them as a basis for what we're doing. So let's try that. The best way to gather a large pool of data and discover trends is through surveys. I need you, and everyone who can, to answer these questions for me. So open up Microsoft Word or Notepad and prepare to start typing stuff down. Leave spaces between each answer. I'm going to give you a second to get started. In fact, I'll take a sip of my water at this point. Good. Ready? If you're not ready yet, you still have some time. The early questions may take a little bit of time to answer. Feel free to pause the video at any time and think about your responses. However, once you reach the yes and no section of the survey, you should have plenty of time to write your answers. Please note that the survey will be submitted to me by personal message, and none of your results will be given to anyone. Be as truthful as you can, and if you can't answer something, then tell me in the designated spot. Feel free to ask any questions about these on YouTube. Alright, let's begin. Put your YouTube username first. If you have any other aliases that you go by, you can put those in parentheses. Now, I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to put all of you in boxes right now. Under your name, you need to tell me what style of YouTube poop at this moment in time that you're using. And here's the catch. You can only pick from these options. Non-plot sentence mixing, plot sentence mixing, fast-paced heavy effects, slow-paced heavy effects, any pace of light effects, classic style, as known as 2006-2007 style, and spadinner, alternative or complex style, visual-based or flash pooping, general style, which is a slight combination of effects and sentence mixing that can lean either way, overall style, meaning you almost do everything mentioned short of classic style, and undefined, meaning that you have absolutely no defined style and your videos are dramatically different every time you make one. I should have practically no one in the undefined category. If you are having trouble figuring out what your style is, you can ask me for help in the comments. If you do more than one of these styles, please note that as well on the survey. If your style has changed, list the style that you are using now. There will be a section later for this. Currently, from the list of styles, which one is your favorite to watch? What styles from the list have you used previously in your videos? Okay, so that's probably the toughest part right now. So tell me the year, and if you can, the month, that you uploaded to your first YouTube poop. If you made your first YouTube poop in 2007, but didn't do anything until 2010, put 2007 regardless. You will be able to tell me which years you were active in the next step. Now, under that, list the years that you were active in YouTube poop, in the order of how active you were in them. So your most active year should be first, and the year that you were least active should be last. If you started in 2007, and let's say you didn't do anything at all during 2009, don't even list it. The following are short questions that are personalized based on your early experiences in YouTube poop. What was the source/sources of the first YouTube poop that you saw, if you can remember it? If you can remember, what was the name of the creator of that YouTube poop? What was the source/sources of the first YouTube poop you made? The following questions are about your preferences in YouTube poop. What is your favorite source to use in YouTube poop? If you can remember your old favorites, please list those as well and designate which year it was that you liked them. What is your favorite source to see in YouTube poop? If you can remember your old favorites, please list those as well and designate the year. It is okay if these overlap with the last questions. Who are your favorite YouTube poopers? Please list old favorites as well and designate the years that they were your favorites. Do you make YouTube poop partly looking forward to any new subscribers you might get? The following are questions about how you view YouTube poop. They are yes and no questions. Do you believe that YouTube poop can be art? Do you believe that it's okay for YouTube poop to be taken seriously to a certain extent? Do you believe that there is still a lot of stuff to do in YouTube poop that hasn't been done yet? Do you believe that people should try to look for these innovations in YouTube poop? Do you think that YouTube poopers should try to help new YouTube poopers learn the ropes of YouTube poop? Do you personally try to help new YouTubers? Do you think that there are some people who are just not good at making YouTube poop? Do you think the YouTube community is growing or shrinking? Do you think it's okay for YouTube poopers to make YouTube poop with the partial intention of getting subscribers as a result? Do you think that YouTube poop will ever go mainstream, according to your own personal definition of mainstream? Do you want it to go mainstream? The following are our questions about you as a person. If you feel uncomfortable answering any of these questions as they get personal in an odd way, please just put skip in the spot where the answer would be. Please do not write skip for any questions outside this section. Are you male or female? Are you younger than 14, between 14 and 19 years old, or older than 20? What color eyes do you have? What color hair do you have? How many siblings do you have? Are you more outgoing or introverted? Grade-wise, are you average, above average, or below average? The following are questions about your involvement in YouTube Poop. Please list every YouTube Poop forum that you have signed up for and actually used at one point in time. Do you identify with a group of YouTube Poopers? As in, could you name a group of YouTube Poopers that would also agree that they are a group of friends? Do you contribute to a lot of fads in YouTube Poop? Do you, in your own personal opinion, think that your own YouTube Poops are good or bad? Do you participate much in the tennis community or do a significant number of tennis matches? Have you ever participated in any YouTube Poop contest? Do you participate much in the YTPMV community or do a significant number of YTPMVs? The following are some miscellaneous questions about your opinions on the community. They are also yes or no questions. Are you a fan of YouTube Poop News with Stuart K. Riley at this point in time? Have you ever been a fan of the show at any point in time? Are you or were you ever a fan of the BP show? Were you ever a fan of the top 10 lists of YouTube Poop like Pimps Ahoy, Kevin T. Ackerman, or Spaghetti Bicycle? Are you in any active Skype groups composed mostly of YouTube Poopers? Do you participate in many YouTube Poop collabs? The last section is just a few numbers. Feel free to pause the video to locate the information, and feel free to round if the numbers start to get large. How many subscribers do you have on your current main account? How many YouTube Poops have you made? About how many YouTube Poopers do you still regularly follow? And the last one, just for fun. How many episodes of the BlueCast have you watched? Woo! Let's take a breather, fellas. If there's anything you didn't get, feel free to go back and get it. But aside from that, you're all done. Hopefully you've been typing down your answers as I've said for you to do. If you're completely done and happy with your survey, you may either go to the Lizard Circus channel, or my main channel, Joe the Blue Dragon, and copy and paste your answers to a personal message. Please do not send your survey anywhere else, or I cannot guarantee that your results will be considered in the final analysis. Alright, if you still have any questions or thoughts, please leave them in the comments. And if you like this idea and want to help me out, like and favorite this video, or send it to some other YouTube friends. Feel free to subscribe to the Lizard Circus channel for BlueCast and other YouTube shows. And don't forget to check out the other videos currently up on the channel. I will probably wait a month before I compile the data, just so I can get a good spread, so I may upload another BlueCast or two to hold you over until then. Either way, I have the feeling that the follow-up to this is going to turn out very well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Dictator Joe is out.